Okay, so for our we made oatmeal with apples.
And so I'm gonna put chocolate chips in.
Okay, and how did you decide to make oatmeal?
Well, I thought since it's a healthier alternative to the breakfast, one of the healthier sides of breakfast, and it's
all
yummy.
the ingredients were there, so
Okay.
we just saw the first ingredients we saw were then, and then we couldn't think of anything.
We rolled with it.
Okay.
We rolled with it.
And so, how did you make your oatmeal?
So what we did, we took
Well, first we looked at the back to make sure we weren't making like a bajillion servings.
and to
Okay.
make sure
So we made.
and then we put water in it, and then we put it into the microwave.
But it got kind of dry, so we put milk in
So
it.
then we put
Okay.
milk in it, so it would be more
And then we cut up the apples.
We put brown sugar.
Yeah, we put brown sugar, and then we
cinnamon.
and then cinnamon and brown sugar. And then we mix it together, and that melted. And then we cut up the apples and put them in there.
All right.
Ta-da! That's
Ta-da.
our meal.
All right, so tell me about what you made today.
We made an egg sandwich with
Butter on it. Toasted butter bread.
Toasted butter bread and eggs. Okay, and how did you decide to make this food item?
and cheese with the eggs.
Oh, and cheese, okay. How did you decide to make this item?
I came up with it.
You came up with it? Okay, how did you come up with it?
I usually have this at my house when I'm bored, and me and Luke sort of like collaborated and decided to make this.
Okay.
And I just was going with them and helping them make it.
Okay, great. Why did you decide to scramble the eggs?
Because
To make it taste good.
so they actually get to fit on the bread.
Okay.
And so it doesn't look like flat. It's just flat.
Because if we
Okay.
made fried eggs, it would kind of be kind of flat.
Okay. So you decided to make it scrambled so it'd be bigger and fluffier? Okay. How did you cook your sandwich?
So what we did is we first toasted the bread in the oven,
Okay.
and then while that was toasting in the oven, we scrambled, we stirred the eggs up in a bowl, and then we add some milk to them, and then we put them in the pan, and we just started cooking them.
Okay.
And scrambling them.
And then you put it on the bread?
Yeah.
All right. Well, looks good. Way to go. Enjoy your sandwich. Okay, tell me about what you made today.
We made an egg and cheese sandwich on white bread.
Okay.
It has milk in the egg mixture.
Okay.
Yes.
JJ.
And how did you decide to make this item?
Well, at first I was thinking of making like an omelet,
Mm-hmm.
but then since I would think that it would have a lack of like food items, so we decided to make it a sandwich, like scrambled egg sandwich. And we also added cheese to it.
Okay.
So it had dairy, grain, and protein.
It has dairy, grain, and protein?
Yes.
Awesome. What did you mean a lack of food items for the omelet?
Well,
Like
it doesn't really have much.
It would only have like protein, and that would be balanced.
Okay. So you wanted to make it more balanced, so you thought an egg sandwich.
It's not
Yes.
that balanced.
Good.
But still, it's.
Yes.
Well, but it does have 3 of the food groups. You're right. Okay, so how did you cook your eggs?
Our theory was that we would put like cheese on the bread,
Okay.
and we would and then after that we would what's the word, like grill
Mm-hmm.
the eggs, and then we would put it on the sandwiches, and we would hope that it would melt the cheese.
Okay. Did it work?
Yes.
Good. And they're scrambled eggs, right?
Yes.
Good. Well, way to go. Are you happy with your final outcome?
Yes.
Good. Go enjoy it. Okay, tell me about your food item.
Well, we made chocolate-covered apples.
Chocolate covered apples. Okay, and how did you come up with this idea?
There were apples and chocolate on the table.
First I was just staring at the chocolate, and I'm like, let's make chocolate apples.
Okay. Have you ever had this item before?
Yes.
You have had this. Okay, so you two have and you have not. Is that correct? Ben has not?
No.
Something like it, but not exactly? Okay, so is this did you make this recipe up or did you find it online?
We made it up.
You made it up. Okay. Do you think it's going to be delicious?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks delicious. So when you were working together to make this item, how did you melt your chocolate?
In the microwave?
In the microwave, we heated it for like 50 or
20 seconds and
Okay.
took it out and mixed it around.
Okay, and then did you have to cook it again?
Like every 15 seconds, we would have to put it back in
And mix it
Okay.
up.
How did you know you had to do that every 15 seconds?
so we
Well,
didn't burn it.
I made some. I melted chocolate before. I knew it was about 10 to 20 seconds.
Okay, good. All right, so tell me about what you made today.
Well, what we did was we took the idea of having, hearing bread, and we thought French toast. So what happened was Danny thought, well, what if we made like a sandwich thing?
Okay.
And then we said, well, what if we didn't make a sandwich? We just made French toast with an egg on top.
Okay.
And I didn't prefer to have my egg on top. And so they got an egg on top, and Danny sprinkled some cheese on it. And then we decided to go with, a little bit of sweet since we didn't have syrup, so we had some
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon
Okay.
Toast Crunch.
Good thinking.
And then also to add some nutrition, we had a fruit, apples,
Okay.
that were just lying around.
Good thinking.
And so we thought we'd use our resources, and that's what happened.
Okay, so Ryan, you have plain French toast. Adam, you have French toast with an egg.
Yeah.
Danny, you have French toast with an egg and cheese.
Yes.
Okay, so 3 different levels of this dish that you could have, right?
Yeah.
So how did you find this recipe?
Well, we just we just saw the bread, and then we saw all these other things like cinnamon, and then we just thought, well, what if we made something like that? Because that's just what came to mind when we saw those ingredients. So we decided to just go with it.
Okay. Did you find a recipe online, or did
We-
you just
we
make
found-
it up as you go along?
We found guidelines online.
Okay, so you found guidelines.
We found ingredients online, and then we sort of made it up as we went.
Okay, so you kind of took a recipe you found and the ingredients that they suggested, and then you put your own twist on it.
Yes.
Very
So we
cool.
did-
Delicious.
We did.
Enjoy your snack. Good job.
Thank you.
You're ready. So tell me what you made today.
Well, we made
Cheerios.
Yeah, it was more
Cheerios.
Bridget's idea because when we were coming up with our ideas, we all wanted to have chocolate included in it.
And Cheerios.
And I wanted to do like chocolate with like apples, but she can't have apples. So
Okay.
then we did Cheerios on the bottom of chocolate whipped cream.
So it's
And
kind
then
of
we
like
decided
a
to mix it
really
up.
unhealthy cereal.
Okay.
Yes.
And then you mixed it
Not
up.
recommended.
Okay.
Don't
But
recommend
it's
your
delicious.
Okay.
Heaven.
So it's chocolate whipped cream and it's Cheerios mixed together. Okay. How did you make your whipped cream?
We had heavy whipping cream and like confectioner sugar and vanilla. We like whipped it together, and then we melted chocolate chips and added that in.
Okay, and then you mixed that in with the whipped cream?
Yes.
Okay. And so it was Bridget's idea?
Yes.
Okay. And have you ever had anything like this before, Bridget?
I like whipped cream,
Okay.
and I like chocolate, and I like cheese. So I didn't know about the Cheerios thing. Like
invented those.
Gigi kind of. We were all just. I asked Gigi when you said for partners in a group.
Okay.
We all wanted to be a group. So we kind of all said our ideas first. So
First, we were just gonna like make chocolate whipped cream.
Okay.
Then Miss Sanders said we should put more in it.
Okay.
So I suggested the Cheerios.
Okay. So did you just kind of make it up as you went along? As far as, besides the whipped cream?
yeah.
But the, okay.
She
She
made
wanted-
up at first.
Okay.
She
Made
wanted
up-
the Cheerios.
She wanted Cheerios with chocolate chips because that's what she kind of wanted.
It's a good snack.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. And then I said I wanted whipped cream involved. So
Okay.
yeah.
So there it is. Congratulations. It looks delicious.
Thank you.
Good job.